guys, welcome back to the workshop. Today I've got a problem with the trolley and its wheels going flat. This one in particular, that one stays up. I look around here, where do I see it? The tyre's starting to delaminate a bit there. God knows how they make these things. I think the last time I got a flat tyre, I went to buy a new tube and it was cheaper to buy 2 new tyres than it was to buy a tube. Here is my, I think the tyre from the last time I had this same problem. So I reckon between these 2 tyres I can find a tube and a tyre that's alright, even if I have to patch the tube. I went to the local bike shop and bought a little tyre repair kit, so $5. I think I'm not going to replace my tyres for $5. So let's just pull them apart and have a look. That had a split pin and a washer on either side of the tyre. Nothing else. Extremely simple. Don't need tyre leaves and crap with these tyres. They just have to undo these 4 bolts and the hub or the rim will come apart. Third guess. Yeah, close enough. I've already let, there's no pressure left in there to let off, so it's not going to go crazy on me. Just gets on there. Those. Make sure you can see what I'm doing there. Maybe tip it down a little bit. Each of those has got a spring washer under it. Can't see it getting much vibration. Make them a bit harder to lose. The tyres have actually got 4.1 by 3.5 -4. Not sure what the -4 means, but they're both the same size, so the rim should be interchangeable. Don't need to break the bead. Valve stem out of there. Both the bearings are captured in that one. Nothing wrong with those. See if I can get that tube out of there. Still got a bit of air in it. Gonna have to go and find a valve stem removal tool. You guys please stand by. Okay, found one. This little gadget here, bit of a multi-tool. You can see it's got this part here is for clearing off the thread up here if it's damaged or dirty, and this bit here is for clearing out the thread. You see it's a funny shape down inside the valve stem, and that one is for taking the valve out, and I'm not quite sure what this little tapered thing is for. Maybe one of you guys could tell me. Anyway, let's get the valve out of there. That wasn't very tight, so I'm wondering if that's where my leak was. So if there's no leak, we'll know what it was. One tube back to me. We'll put the valve back in again. I don't get it all dirty. That way up. Tighten it down. There we go. Now we'll just put some air in it. Doesn't need a lot. That ought to do. I don't know what could be floating around in there. Trusty bucket of water. Let's see if I can get you guys to see in the bucket. And me still be able to reach it. It's not the valve. Well, not now anyway. Whoa. There's your problem, lady. Better put my glasses on. It's right there. Good luck trying to see this. I think you can just catch it just by my thumb there. That's it, little tiny hole. Now sometimes they put a little bit of chalk or something in there. Not in the $5 kit. Maybe my red Sharpie will be able to mark it. Yep. It's right there. Get that bucket of water out of here before I knock it over. Oh, Jesus. Just kidding. So with that, you probably let it down again. You don't want air in there while we're trying to patch it. See why you want to mark it, because you pretty quickly lose what you're doing. There it is. You're supposed to rough up the surface a bit, and they give you this little gadger. We'll all that wrapped up. Okay, so we're supposed to apply the rubber compound solution. You can turn the cap around backwards to pierce the top. One little hole to an area that's bigger than the size of the patch. Something like that. Apply rubber solution to the buff surface that is bigger than the patch to allow to fully dry. Remove foil from the patch and apply on injury. Stitch down thoroughly. Go and get my needle and thread for that one. So we've got to wait for that to dry. Spread it out a bit thinner. Still see my circle in the middle there. It's only been a couple of minutes and I'd say it's slightly tacky. So it says take the foil back off the patch. Doesn't tell me to remove the plastic front, but assuming it goes up this way. A hole right in the middle there. A bit of plastic there still. Not that that would matter. Got my number 1 stitching tool. I think that's it. Of course, we'll give that a few minutes to dry. We'll probably need our bucket of water back to test it before we reassemble. Just pop the valve back in while we're waiting. It's always good to have a really close look at your tyre to make sure that whatever caused the puncture isn't still sticking in there. You can run your fingers around the inside, but if it's something sharp, good chance you'll pin yourself with it. I'm tossing up whether I should just leave this tyre on there. There's still the belts holding it there, the mesh in there holding it together, or whether I should pull the other one apart. I think I'll just start with this one, see how we go. Can't see anything still sticking out of it. There's another hole there. All right, I'll get the other tyre. For some reason the bearings fall out of this one, or the centre does. So I tied it in there with a bit of string so I wouldn't lose it. like that. This one's got a flat washer and a spring washer. We'll have some spare trolley parts when we're finished. Where's the rest of that gone? Crap holder on it now. Those little rollers has fallen out. Or maybe it was pushed. Curious as to whether this tube's got a hole in it as well. Not that curious, no. All the bits together so we don't lose them. Might as well put the side with more writing out. Not that I really care.
Need a bucket of water back.
Let's see what happens now. Just pop a bit more air in it. That'll do. No leak from the patch. Just go around and make sure we haven't got two holes. No leak from the valve. Water on the floor. Okay, that's that fixed. I wonder what that is though. I was getting a tyre fixed once and I said to the bloke doing the tyre, "What's the strangest thing you've ever pulled out of a tyre?" He said, "A hairbrush." I said, "Really, a hairbrush?" He said, "Yeah, but it didn't stick through. Someone had installed the tube with the hairbrush in between the tube and the tyre." So I think he might win with the strangest object stakes. Alright, not that it really matters, but if we were picky about which way went out, you'd face the valve stem to that side. not pretty. You stuff it back in. Just without, even without the valve in there, let's just fill it up so that it pushes itself back out into the tyre. Alright, that's done that. So now we'll get our hub. One of them's got a hole for the valve and the other one hasn't. So we'll put that one in from the back. That one in from the front through the valve stem hole. Line up our holes. There we go. Line up the bolt holes. Tyre says on it, not for highway use. So you can use it on the back roads, just don't go out on the highway with it. Okay, pop the valve back in. Don't need to go crazy tightening up. Let's put 30 pound in it or something like that, or 25. And it takes a few pumps. Just on 20. Let's pop it back on. Got the valve cap. One washer first. Split pin back in. Some people like to call these cotter pins, but they're not, they're split pins. Might just need to use my stitching tool to straighten it out a bit. Not a lot of room there. That's got it through. Bend them out the way. That's that. Only one thing left to do. Take it for a test drive. Pass the dog. That's Flash boy. Good boy, Flash. There goes Yana. Two shed dogs. Good girl, Yana. I think we can call that fixed. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Even though I can't really see you.